This will be a whole new offering and probably tap into a market that Nike and other sports apparel companies really haven't before. You know what the contract is? I want to say it's $3 million a year for 8 to 10 years. It's almost $30 million. Something like that. The brutal realization finally hit Nike, and they showed a middle finger to Adidas with a new Caitlin Clark contract. But the biggest shocker here is that Nike's not only locking down Clark with a revised deal, but they're also suing Adidas for trying to sneak in and mess with their contract. These leftists are idiots. They're not about business. They're not about growing the WNBA. They're about diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is insanity. What they're doing to Caitlin Clark legally, it's a no-brainer. Point two, competing giants can't just poke around in each other's athlete roster like that. Now Adidas is scrambling, claiming they only made Clark an offer she didn't accept. But let's be real, they're up against Nike, the biggest name in the game. However, I will say that Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million for 8 years, as opposed to Wemby's $100. Watching this battle unfold is oddly satisfying, because in the end, Nike wasn't dumb enough to let their golden goose slip away. And let's not forget how the internet roasted Nike for almost dropping the ball in the first place. It's been an entertaining mess all around the WNBA season. It was announced that Caitlin Clark signed a massive endorsement deal with Nike. This deal was for 8 years, $28 million with a signature sneaker included. Now, at the time, a lot of us were, man, I almost feel bad for Adidas. All they tried to do is scoop up what Nike straight up forgot about, and honestly, they nearly pulled it off. This wasn't some random gossip you see flying around Twitter. Either. It was the real deal. And it came with some serious heat. Adidas threw everything they had at Caitlin Clark like they were trying to stage a sneaker coup or something. People were shook because this wasn't just a casual deal. It was a full-blown takeover attempt. Adidas wasn't playing nice. They saw the chance and went for it while Nike was caught napping. Nike struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. Why in the world? And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials. We have not seen any ads. We have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise. And we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature. But here's where it gets even juicier. Nike already had Caitlin Clark locked in. But instead of treating her like the basketball goddess she is, they managed to mess it all up. They promised her a signature shoe, a whole line set to drop in 2024, except in true Nike fashion, they fumbled the rollout. So we might not get a signature shoe from Caitlin until 2026 or 2027. I didn't mean for this video to turn into a rant, but this is just another example about how people have fumbled the gift. That is not just a little mix-up either. Nope, they put